Hey everyone! In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I created this cute fur effect in Blender. Okay, let's get started. So this is the penguin model and I'm going to add the fur details. First, we have to create vertex group because we have eyes, a nose and legs and we don't want particles to appear on those spots. Also, this upper part needs a different air length, while the other areas need a different length. That's why I created two groups. Okay, the first one is like this. If I select it, you can understand. You can see this area needs a different air length. And for the nose part, I don't want any particles. So I am going to deselect this area and select only this part. Then I am going to assign it. The second group is for this upper part. Okay. Also this mesh doesn't have very good geometry. The topology is not ideal. So in this kind of situation, it is easier to use weight paint. With weight paint, we can easily remove unwanted areas. We can choose where we don't want particles and manually paint the mask. If you want, you can simply paint like this. Okay, I edited both groups already. For example, here I don't want particles. This is enough. Now, let's add the fur details. Before that, I'm going to rename everything so we don't get confused. I'm going to call them part 1 and part 2. Okay. Now go to particle system tab and add a particle system. Change the type of emitter to air. Turn on advanced settings. For the number of hairs, I'm going to use 1 million. Yes, I know it's a lot, but that's what I want for this effect. Keep the air length at 0. At this point, nothing will be visible. Now go to the physics tab. For brown end movement, set the value to 0.01. Now we can see the hair. Next go to vertex groups. Under density, choose part 1. Now the hair is separated. You can see that the hair thickness is too large. So we need to reduce it. Go to hair shape. Under diameter scale, set it to 0.01. This depends on your model, but 0.01 works for me. Now we can see very tiny fur details. I am going to change the velocity randomness. I will set it to 0.01. Now we get some subtle random variations. I don't want fur around the nose area, so go to weight paint. Before editing, turn off the particle system. Otherwise, Blender may become a little slow. Now simply erase the unwanted areas like this. Okay. Let's turn the particle system back on. It's still showing a little too much here. I don't want fur in this area and I don't want it here either. So I will erase those spots as well. Now I think it works perfectly. Go back to object mode. Now the fur is looking much better. Next I am going to add fur to the upper section as well. Select the mesh, add another particle system. The settings are very similar. Turn on advanced. This time instead of 1 million as I am going to use 1 lakh. Set hair length to 0. Set velocity randomness to 0.01. Under physics, set Brownian to 0.01. For density, choose part 2, the upper section group. Now set the air length to 0.01. I want a little more fur in this area. So again, turn off the particle system, go to weight paint and paint some extra weight here. I hope this works. Now go back to object mode, turn both particle system back on. Yep, now we have fur in the correct areas. But I can see the fur color isn't what I want. I want a brighter white color. Right now it looks a little purple gray. We can easily fix that. Go to the material tab. This is the main material. The fur color is coming from the base color texture. We need to edit the texture. Select the image, go to image, save as, export the texture. Then open it in Photoshop. In the Photoshop, I used two adjustments. First, I added a hue saturation adjustment. For the purple tones, I reduced the saturation. For the yellow tones, I increased the brightness slightly. And for the red tones, I increased the saturation a little. That's it. I also increased the lightness of the purple areas because I want a cleaner white look. Now export the edited texture. Before importing it, create a new material. Click the plus icon in the material tab. Create a new material slot. Then go to the original material. Click the down arrow and copy the material. Select the new material. Click the arrow again and paste the material. Now rename this material to air. Import the edited texture into the base color. This is the texture I edited in Photoshop. You can clearly see the difference between the original and the edited version. For the fur material, remove the original base color texture and replace it with the edited one. This is only for the fur material. I am not changing the main body material. You can do that if you want, but it is not necessary. In this case, the fur looked too dull, so I edited it separately. You could also use Hue Saturation node directly inside Blender. That would allow you to increase the brightness and the whiteness without editing the texture externally. Now go back to the particle system. Under render settings, choose the air material. Do the same for the second material system. Both particle systems should use the hair material. Now you can increase the brightness if needed. The fur becomes much cleaner and brighter. Yep, I really like this result. If you like this video, please support me. Thank you so much for watching.